ropz is largely considered to be one of the best players in the game, and while it's easy to get caught up watching his highlight reel multi-kills on CT side, or focus so heavily on his aim, what makes ropz special is his game sense and his ability to help guide FaZe and karrigan through rounds while lurking. Many players look at lurking as just baiting, but great lurkers impact the game heavily through communication, taking space, and winning one-on-ones when they make the most sense. ropz is a special player, and today we're going to see what we can learn watching the best modern-day lurker we have in CS2. So right away in this round, we're going to see ropz start out lurking lobby by himself, while FaZe look to go outside as a pack. He's going to start toward ramp, and you're going to notice he moves himself to the right side of ramp right away. Now this position is really great because it allows him to hear any rotations from the CTs if they opt to drop down lower from ramp, or if they go up and down the ladder around hell. What we're actually going to see happen is Shuhei decides that he is going to rotate down lower through ramp, and when this happens, FaZe trades out torji and lower. So now, because ropz is lurking ramp, he's able to communicate to his teammates that Shuhei has also dropped lower, but he's not certain of whether or not this player that dropped lower was the ramp player or a rotator. So he decides to stay put and wait for his moment. After the players trade torji in lower and ropz has communicated that one is dropped from ramp, karrigan looks to activate outside by design so that he can capitalize off of a one-on-one in yard. When karrigan finds this kill on frozen rotating outside, ropz knows that an aggression could be coming anytime shortly, but if it doesn't, he needs to take ramp control so he can connect with his teammates who are leaving secret and looking to go back outside. Eventually, ropz and the pack meet up around J-Hall and they look to go lower. Once they're down there, they have one Molotov left, so they know that they can flush out double door. And after flushing out double door, they're able to just isolate any fights that may come from single door or ramp. Despite ropz not being the focal point of this round, his positioning at ramp was super great because it allowed him all this information that led to great mid rounds from karrigan and the rest of the team. You could imagine that in their comms, after karrigan killed frozen outside and they had killed torji and lower, ropz was probably saying over and over again, guys, there's one more lower, there's one more lower. In this situation, we now know that there's one player lower and there's one player upper, and they were just smoked off mini, so it's a pretty easy option to just meet up with ropz at ramp and go lower and isolate that one player. This round wasn't the flashiest thing that ropz has ever done, but the little details are really what makes him such a great lurker on the T side, especially in Counter-Strike 2. But before we get into the rest of the video, let's have a quick word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an automated Counter-Strike 2 trading site that provides an instant way to get new skins. One of my favorite things about SkinsMonkey is that I can take skins that I no longer want and trade up for a better skin at equal value. If you use code STAMINA, you can get up to a $5 bonus on your first trade. You can also use SkinsMonkey to purchase skins, and if you top up your balance, you can get a 35% bonus. So head over to SkinsMonkey today and make your first trade or purchase. Now back to the video. Now in this round, FaZe uses a pretty cool concept to throw some late outside smokes and then fake an upper split to allow karrigan to try to make it into garage. Now he's trying to capitalize off of a rotation from the yard player or torji, but in this case he actually falls. Immediately after he falls, ropz understands that he has to try to look for some sort of opening, and he looks to aggro right out of hut, finding one and then a second onto the player top hut. Now this aggression allowed for Brokey to drop vent with the bomb, and while all this was happening, Rain already had secret control and he found a kill onto frozen, allowing them to speed up lower and take over the lower bomb site to play out the 3 versus 2. Once they have the lower bomb site, Rain moves up and finds a kill on a torji rotating ramp. This allows Brokey to easily close out the 3 versus 1. What this round shows us is that despite ropz typically playing later into the round, he does understand that sometimes he needs to activate and look for an opening. This has been a big part of ropz's development, as he used to play these situations a lot more passively. So in this round, we're actually going to see FaZe climb back from a 12-6 deficit, and karrigan looks to call an outside wrap. So it's going to start with ropz throwing some basic nades upper, and then he's going to come back and throw a door lurk smoke. Now, shortly after this door lurk smoke, he's also going to throw a locker smoke, which will be part of the outside utility for the tease to wrap. After he throws his outside utility, he's going to stay patient in the back of lobby, as he knows that since he didn't take any forward position, the CTs could be aggressed through. After being patient for so long, he manages to hear footsteps from both Jimpat and torji, and this leads to a great kill for him. And because of this kill and his information on another player being in lobby, Twist makes the round winning mid round.
Bomb, they bomb. Opted! Copy, one more. Go, flank radio, bro.
Hello.
Flank radio, go away together.
35. I can smoke.
Bro, should come
25.
in. Door.
Dead. I'm going hut.
After Twist trades out Jimpat and back door, ropz progresses through door and finds frozen close vent. Shortly after this, he does get pretty unlucky with Shuhei coming up the vent and killing him, but FaZe does close out the round. So in this round, we're going to see ropz start the round by nading off the door, like typical, and then he's going to slide his way up here onto the blacktop to hold for any aggros in lobby. While this is happening, FaZe is actually outside as a 4-man pack, and they're throwing a 3-smoke wall to look to take secret control. Now, typically when you do this with 4 people, you are looking to actually end lower, so ropz is not the point of contact in this round at all. But as this is happening, ZywOo finds a kill through the smoke, and Mezzy finds one from secret, and now FaZe is in a 3 versus 4. But what I want you to check out here is how Vitality set up this round in the first place. They had Mezzy fake ramp control and start lower. They had Flames and Spinks both start upper, faking upper utility before moving over toward ramp and actually doing a 2-man committed setup with Spinks on the boost. Now, while Mezzy was lower and we had the 2-man ramp stack, we had Apex and ZywOo both fighting outside. Apex is going to Molotov top secret to delay the cross from FaZe, and then he's going to use 2 HE grenades of his own, followed by a 3rd from ZywOo to continuously break the cross smokes. Their goal was to target the outside cross while also being ready for ropz's common reaction. As soon as his teammates fall outside, ropz understands that he needs to move and look to make himself active. He moves into hut and starts looking for any information into upper. And whether or not this call was made by ropz or not, the end round call is for his teammates to come up the vent and for them to hit upper. Shortly after ropz and Brokey find the entry onto ZywOo, they're in a 3 versus 3, and they're able to get the bomb plant down in Molotov heaven while smoking mini, which will delay the CT's retake for a little bit. The round ends with ropz finding a kill onto Flames, trying to trade out Brokey before hitting a really nice shot onto Apex and mini. But the interesting thing about this round is that Vitality and Apex understand that FaZe Clan loves to go upper a ton. But down 0-2 and just starting the game, it's very rare that they would throw fake outside smokes and actually hit upper. So Vitality created the perfect setup to counter the outside play, as well as ropz looking to react ramp. But ropz is such a unique lurker because he really looks to switch up what he does every single round. While I was making this video, I saw multiple examples of him walking out ramp, walking out hut, walking through a door, lurk smoke, whatever the case might be. And despite the fact that everybody looks at his aim and thinks he's the most talented player in the server at all times, he's also one of the most thoughtful players on the server at the same exact time. So what can we learn from ropz? The most important thing to understand is that ropz is always looking to switch up his positioning. We saw him take this position on ramp to hear any sort of rotation and help with the mid rounding. We saw him all the way in back lobby like this, looking to just allow the CTs to take over lobby control and communicate that to his teammates if this happens. And why this is so important is because if you give up lobby control and you understand that everybody's in here, if your teammates are working secret control and they're looking to go lower, they know that everybody is in lobby and their ability to rotate back in has to come through ramp or through vents, and if you're already down lower, that's very difficult. But if ropz is able to manage to find a kill like he did on Torji when he peeked out like this and called another players here, you can get a great mid round like the one that Twist gave. When you watch a lot of door lurkers, what you commonly just see is you just see them throwing this door nade, throwing a lurk smoke, and sitting back door almost every single round. You might see other players hang out around back lobby like this, but often you're not seeing them actually look to make plays when they're needed most. And that is one of the most important parts of ropz's play. He isn't just looking to sit back and bait, and while he is providing a lot of information to his teammates, he's also a willing playmaker that can will them into round wins, even when they have no business winning the round.